Jesus flaming heck, was that an episode of Doctor Who or what? Don't mind the gloves, I'm most definitely not an alien trying to pretend I'm a human being, seeing as we all live in the real world. We do. So, I don't think Doctor Who has had 2 more consecutive strong seasons of the reboot, which started in 2005, helmed by Russell T Davies, but we've done that job before 2 weeks ago. Series 8, Season 8 and Season 9 have been 2 of the best so far in my opinion. Now, I really do like the Moffat-helmed seasons more than I like the Russell T Davies ones. It's just that the consistency between seasons, to me, it felt very off. Especially for Moffat, where, especially in the ones where they were split apart. Like Series 6 and Series 7 were 2 beasts, where the first part of Series 6 was about Who's River Song, and then the second part of Series 7 was concluding how does the Doctor die, does he manage to survive dying? And Series 7 was, first part, the goodbye party for the Ponds. And the second part, the much not used enough, who is the mysterious... I forgot the name they used for Clara. That's horrible. Ooh, he... The Impossible Girl. There we go. If you just make enough awkward sounds in real life, at one point you're going to be able to recall something you've forgotten at that point. So just go ooh, ah, ee, and people will be like, what's this guy going on about? And then something clicks in your brain and you'll be like, I am not a Zygon. I'm your mum, me. I am your mother. So yes, The Impossible Girl. But Series 8 with Am I a Good Man, and Series 9 with the hybrid / spoiler. I'm drawing this out a little bit more because I'm definitely, if you haven't seen any of my previous videos about the vlogs about the Series 9 recap, Doctor Who exactly, there we go. Is that enough time? Must be enough time. So the first arc is, of course, why did the Doctor run away from Gallifrey, the hybrid creature between 2 species that engaged in war. The second one is obviously Clara dying. We don't know yet if Clara's actually dead. I'm guesstimating she is, and the Doctor's going back in her timeline to experience more of Clara. But, you know, that's all just fan theory. But it's still a present theme. So, this episode, I've been rambling too much on about the general thing of the Who, instead of just this episode. The Zygon invasion, in fact, it doesn't really start off with an invasion. It's been more like they've been amongst us the entire time. They immigrated, and it's very political. They've immigrated and they're a part of our society. And that's great because, you know, it's a political commentary. And I do love that. I think it's the first time since the Happiness Patrol that Doctor Who has done direct commentary on society as a whole at that point in time. Probably has done it before. Probably has done it since. If they have done it since, I'm not aware of it because I'm a thick git like that. But I loved, they go like, oh, it's a splinter group, and the Zygons are not like the true Zygons. They're just trying to muck things up, and it's just a big, good tension building. And I loved it. It's a proper good Doctor Who invasion. And I haven't felt this way since the Sontaran stratagem, like I said in Series 4. This is a proper Who invasion. And the Doctor is there to try and stop it. And everything just clicks. I like I don't hate Kate, but you know, I like Kate in this episode because they all give the characters something to do. Clara stays in England, Kate goes to America, or does she? She goes somewhere. The Doctor Who, the Doctor, Doctor. Oh my God, that's horrible. The Doctor goes to New Mexico, and they all have their own little individual tasks, and we learn about Osgood. And I like this because they said that the Osgood that died in Death in Heaven was the real Osgood. And in a way, this story validates that and invalidates that, because they say, because the Osgoods, they both shared so much, they are basically the same person. So they started to consider themselves as sisters. I did like that. It's a bit cheap to say, okay, it was the Zygon that died, but maybe not. Because at this point in time, they still haven't answered that. Osgood says, like, oh, they don't need Zygons to keep continuing to copy the human beings. They just need it for the information. So the Osgood still alive could be a Zygon or a human being. But it's like, I just can't really talk anything more about it, because if you haven't seen it, you should go see it. If you have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the arc. Whereas Under the Lake, it didn't really manage to get to that point until the Ghost Doctor. The Ghost Doctor was still a good one, but you know, this just felt like it was building up to a crescendo, and instead of crescendo, we got a, well, you know what? Next week, same bat channel, same bat time. Don't mind the gloves. I'm most definitely not a human being. I mean, this interview is over.